EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed. We're ready for football at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This one taken at the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So here come the Bengals. And Greg, there is no denying the talent of this man. Joe Burrow led the league in passing yards and touchdowns a season ago.
We're looking at one of the most gifted quarterbacks in the league. And really, Mike, it's not just post-snap with the arm tap, but it's even what he's able to do before the ball is snapped. He's one of the smartest quarterbacks in the league. Remember, coming off an injury-shortened season just a year ago, he's looking to prove he's still an elite quarterback in the NFL.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Not the biggest gain in the world, Mike, but what I really like from the quarterback is just the timing of the drop, the timing of the delivery, and hopefully this can jumpstart this offense in the right direction.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
First down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started. And that last one results in a 1st down.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Browns' 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 3. First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. The number 5 overall pick, Mason Graham, there on the tackle.
Gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
7th play of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going anywhere. Stuck behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
It's a turnover.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces.
The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the veteran. He's still going. Former Super Bowl MVP, comeback player of the year in 2023. It's Joe Flacco.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Demetrius Knight, he's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Flacco. This throw left is complete with Judy. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
To throw is Flacco. Now he'll air one out. He's got it! And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. It is a big play for the Browns. 61 yards.
At the 18-yard line.
Opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Flacco. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Misconnect trying to get it to Quinshawn Judkins out of the backfield. And 3rd down coming up. Throwing. Flushed to his left. He'll try and get there, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, he's able to get back on it, so not only will it not be a turnover, but in fact the drive keeps going. It's a 1st down. Oh man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the bullet. In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, down for a loss.
Judkins. And this is not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's 3rd and goal.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Throwing here on 3rd. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Kevin Stefanski going to turn to his field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. His kick is good. And the Browns are out to an early 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bengals offense ready to get going with their second possession. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Tight end on the move left. Now Brown. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass, and I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
Now second down throw for Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And he will take this one in. 76 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Bengals move out to a 7-3 lead.
7, Browns 3.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Browns offense ready for their second possession. Faking the give. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Flacco. Now, here comes the screen to Ford. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 1.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Flacco to throw. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. It is a big play for the Browns. 30 yards.
10 at the 21-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Look at this, right to the 20-yard line. Jordan Battle up from his safety spot makes the play.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bengals' 20-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Back into the hands of Judy on the right side. And he'll take this one in. Jerry Judy. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Extra point try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Browns are on top. It's now 10-7.
Bengals 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Charlie Jones now to return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but fair to say, his defense going to have to find some way to slow him down. Here's Brown. And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to connect with Chase Brown on that one, and it'll be 3rd down.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And on third down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They had that field goal on the opening drive, the touchdown last time they had it. 2 drives, 2 scores, and here's drive 3. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
That's good for a Browns.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Browns with the advantage. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Start of the second. Browns in control of the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. Fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. B.J. Hill shuts it down there.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 9. They run it once more with Judkins. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Here's Flacco to throw. On throw, right side, taken by Njoku.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Look at him squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short.
You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. Little shovel ahead to the receiver. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
So, of course, these plays are designed, Mike, to get big gains, but even though that's not the case here, what these plays do is they keep the defense off balance. They match up with their regular traditional run game. They match up with all their pre-snap motions and shifts. So it just adds a little eye candy and makes this defense, the second they take their eyes off the read, if they guess wrong, that's where the big plays come and complement Mike. I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Brown, and he'll get about 5.
He's brought down at the 31. Brings up 2nd down.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 4. Burrow now. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early.
Automatic first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Burrow to throw. He'll look underneath here for Brown. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Carry here for Brown. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
It's 3rd and 4. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And he'll get this down to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal as they convert on 3rd down.
Barring some type of disaster with that big pass pickup, it puts them in position now where they feel like they can at least walk away with points off this drive. I just feel like it has to be 6. I feel like anything less than that will be a letdown.
Throwing is Burrow. To the goal line and in. Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Bengals. On is McPherson for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals are on top. It's 14-10.
Browns 10.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Browns offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They bring Judy in motion. Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Going for it all. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's 3rd and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on 4th down. So I don't love 3rd and short bomb punt. I do love 3rd and short, okay, you fail, I'm going to go for it on 4th down.
On the return is Jones. Bengals offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. Carson Schlesinger there on the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll take this ahead to the 43-yard line. Carson Schlesinger there on the stop.
And it's 3rd down.
Third and 6. Burrow. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
And the Bengals 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
Burrow here on 2nd down. To the left side. Caught by Chase. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Andre Yosivach was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
All right, so in these third and short, third and mediums, we're kind of seeing teams around the league, Mike, kind of start shifting to more of a run-down philosophy where they say, okay, even if we don't pick it up, we still have fourth down. So many teams around the league are playing with that philosophy. In this case, they keep it in the air, falls incomplete, just brings up a challenging fourth down decision.
17, Browns 10.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. Here comes Ford on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Browns offense ready to take over once again. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. And here comes Judkins. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
It is third and long. Now Flacco. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Cedric Tillman.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is great. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bengals offense ready to take over possession of the football. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with first and 10. To throw is Burrow. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and a couple. Motion man is the tight end going right. Up the middle they go. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First down, Bengals.
Back to throw, Burrow. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
He'll set up the screen to Brown. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Burrow. He'll try to run for it. He is going to have a Bengals first down. It was 3rd and 5, and they picked up 7. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Burrow. First down throw there is incomplete.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
Second down, Burrow. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
A couple of 3rd down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have the first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Gain of 23 yards. And a Bengal first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
Second down.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. He'll go right and find his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This a 42-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
Evan McPherson.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown.
Their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Flacco to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes Ford on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Browns offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. Here's Flacco. He's got the rookie third-round pick, Harold Fannin. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
From the 29, here's second down and 6. Throwing, Flacco. That's going to be incomplete. Humphrey, very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 6 yards to go.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
He's going to take a shot down the field. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
This is going to go out of bounds, but it's a moot point really because it ends up being a turnover on downs. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. Play action now. It's Burrow. That's into the hands of Yosivas. He's close to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and inches at the 37-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Burrow fires quick to Higgins. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Carson Swetzinger on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. Picked off by Remy Hickman. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge gain to cut into the deficit.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Cleveland.
First and 10.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
Cedric Tillman was the intended target. Third down coming up. Here's Flacco to throw. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
So the Browns going to bring out their kicker and try a field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Browns are able to get it back within a score. Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At
Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. And you take a look at the numbers in this one, there is not much to complain about on that ledger, is there? He has been terrific to this point in the proceedings. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Give him 10 more on that one. And another 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
That left side is made by Higgins. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action for Burrow. We'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. They get 18 on that one. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not. And it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll look underneath here for Brown. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they are on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
Hero. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Brown. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up third and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. I would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
And look at this! The extra point is blocked! Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Browns offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Flacco. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Looking deep here for Tillman. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He'll get that to Quinshon Judkins. He's got the 1st down, not by a whole lot. Only gets 3. That's all he needed for a new set of downs.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
And he'll take this up past the 40, pick up a 5.
Brought down by Jordan Battle. A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost him 5.
Still 2nd down.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. Up the middle goes Judkins here. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. It's a Browns first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run. The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 7. To throw is Flacco. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
Just a really nice effort by the defense to challenge him right at the catch point. It's really the timing of the contact that really is able to dislodge the ball, and they get a fresh set of downs to work with if he's able to hold on to it. But because of the hit, he can't squeeze it, and now they find themselves looking at fourth down.
And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked, and they will turn it over on down.
So the key to this fourth down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge fourth down stop.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And a Bengal first down.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gesicki, the man in motion. On first and 10, Burrow. Try him again. Another one to Higgins. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
2 straight hookups. This one good for 10 yards.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Back-to-back gains of 10 yards. And back-to-back first downs. Set to go now on first and 10. Trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
Well, there's really 2 schools of thought, Mike. You have yourself the lead in the fourth quarter, and a lot of people just say, let's sit on it, let's play smart, just don't give anything to the opposing team to let themselves back in the game. Well, that's exactly what they almost did here. They put the ball in the air, tried to remain aggressive, and they're lucky it didn't come back to bite them.
short one into the hands of Gesicki. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
And it's third down.
To throw is Burrow. That is caught, finding Higgins. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
At the 6-yard line.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
They'll take this forward for about 5.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for, but in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
Second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
So now the Bengals and Burrow will come out and try to add 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
13.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. To throw. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
Up the middle, here's Ford. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up third and 7.
What can they do here on third down and 7? Here's Flacco. working his way out left.
The quarterback on the scramble.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They'll run for it. It's Judkins. And he's going to have a Browns first down. They managed to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And the Browns.
Sometimes it's just the
down.
obvious decision that's the correct
First
one. I
and
mean,
10
the
at the
offensive line and their
35-yard
ability to
line.
win at the point of attack, all you need is one guy to displace the defender and just move him, and that's exactly where the play is designed to go. So you earn the trust to keep the ball on the ground in these gotta-have-it moments, and they come through.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's 2nd and 8.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads. They all played their...
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Chris Jenkins Jr. gets it for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing, Flacco, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Dax Hill, the former first-round pick, up from the secondary to record the sack.
Mike, just think back here in this game alone. How many drives have been undone as the result of their inability to protect the passer? They just can't keep a clean pocket, and they just keep going backwards.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. Back to throw. Going up top. That's incomplete. Scary call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 2.
We typically see the big guys up front, Mike, make plays at the line. But every so often, he's able to drive through, get in the backfield, and take them down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Burrow. And he's in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals.
Cincinnati.
That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bengals will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Browns 13.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Browns offense back onto the field for their next possession.
26-yard line.
To begin the drive. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Now to tap this one forward, the receiver heading left. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
A gain of 3 brings up second down at the 44-yard line.
On the handoff, Judkins. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 14 on the pickup. First down, Cleveland.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And showing the quick feet there as he gets forward for a pickup of 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and 7. Now this time they'll look to throw. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
Brought down back at the
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him. So either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Flacco. Down the field, got a man, and he's got it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. It's a Browns first down.
18-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. So, they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Here's Flacco to throw. A throw, right side, taken by Njoku.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll try and run for the first with Judkins. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll run for it. It's 4. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Tight end motioning left. They'll run here with Brown. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Taken down by Grant Delpit. A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 12-yard line.
Brown. Whoa! And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Third and inches. A run. It's P-Run.
And that right there, Mike, is exactly what power run game on 3rd down is supposed to look like. The defense actually doesn't do a very bad job. They just can't wrap him up, and he's able to use that strength, shed that first tackle, and pick up the 1st down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Burrow now. The middle of the field. That's taken in by Chase.
Complete to number 1, Jamar Chase. An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 32-yard line.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. So, this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. They proved much the best in this one. They get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.